Hello everyone, my name is Minni Reddy, and today I'm gonna talk about network analysis in today's marketing. We often think of marketing in terms of individual customers or products, but what if we shifted our focus to the connection between these elements? That's where the network analysis comes in. Network analysis provides a framework for understanding relationships and interactions. It it's about seeing the bigger picture of how things are connected rather than just isolated data points. This approach has huge implications for marketing, allowing us to gain deeper insights to customer behavior, influence, and the flow of information. At its core, network analysis is a study of relationships and connections between different entities. In the context of marketing, this means it helps us understanding things like how customers interact with each other, how influence spreads through the social circles, and how communication travels within a market. To make this more concrete, we use the concepts of nodes and edges. These can be a variety of things depending on what we are analyzing. In marketing, nodes could represent individual customers, influencers, products, or even different marketing channels we use. For example, if we are analyzing a social media network, each user could be a node. If we are looking at sales, each customer could be a node, or each product could be a node. Now, the edges represent the connections or interactions between these nodes. These connections are what brings the network to life. In marketing, edges can take many forms. They might represent purchases made by customers, shares of content on social media, referrals from one customer to another, or even communication between customers. So, if two customers are friends on social media, that friendship is an edge connecting those two customer nodes. If a customer buys a product, that purchase is an edge connecting the customer node to the product node. So imagine a map of a city. Each city is a node, and the road connecting the cities are the edges. Network analysis helps us understand how traffic flows, which cities are most central, and how disruption in one area affect other. In marketing, we are doing the same thing, but with customers, products, and information. Now, coming to the principles of network analysis, we rely on several key principles. So we have graph theory. This is a foundation. We use graph made of nodes and edges to model real world connections. Centrality. This identifies the most influential people or nodes in a network. Think of super connected influencer who can make a product go viral. Clustering. This helps detect natural communities or customer segments, which is great for targeted marketing. Path analysis. It traces how information or influence moves the network, showing how far a message can travel or where it might break down. Coming to the applications of analysis. One of the most powerful application is influencer identification. In today's marketing landscape, influencers play a vital role. Network analysis helps us go beyond simply looking at follower counts and identify the true key individuals who have most impact on others' decision. By analyzing the network of interactions, we can find those who are highly connected, who act as a bridge between different communities, and who recommendations carries a significant weight. Another key application is customer segmentation. Traditional segmentation often relies on demographics or basic behavioral data. Network analysis allows us to discover natural forming customer cluster based on their interactions or purchase patterns and relationships with each other. This can reveal segments that are far more relevant and actionable than traditional segments, leading to more targeted and effective marketing campaigns. Viral marketing is another area where network analysis shine. Understanding how content spreads across network is crucial for creating successful viral campaigns. Network analysis helps us identify the key spreaders of information, the most effective channels, and the factors that contribute the virality. Well, coming to the tools of network analysis, we have several tools, but today we're gonna talk about the most influential tool, that's a Power BI, network visualization with Power BI. Power BI, a powerful business intelligence tool that can be extended to perform network analysis through customer visuals. This allows us to take data from various sources such as CRM systems, social media platforms, and visualize it as a network. For example, we can visualize customer to customer referrals showing how who is referring whom and the strength of those connections. We can also use the reach and influence of different influencers, mapping out their connections and the impact of their post. It also has interactive filtering capabilities, which are essential for exploring network data. Now let's look at the real world example, a telecom. This company was struggling with customer churn. Customer leaving their service, they wanted to understand why customers are leaving and how to prevent it. Using network analysis, they analyzed the connection between their customers. What they discovered was fascinating. They found the current clusters. Customers who were leaving the service were often connected to a few highly influential kernels customers who had already left and were influencing others to do the same. These influential churners acted like a domino effect, triggers others in other network to also leave. So, the telecom company shifted their strategy. Instead of a general retention campaign, they targeted the retention efforts specifically at these key influential nodes. They offered the influential customers a personalized incentives and support to stay with the company. And by focusing on these key nodes, they were able to reduce overall churn by 15%. The network analysis has both benefits and challenges. The benefits are they allows us to uncover hidden influences, identify key connectors, and understand true dynamics of relationships. It helps us to move beyond assumptions and map real world connections, providing a much more accurate picture of how things work. Ultimately, this leads to enhanced targeting, more effective campaigns, and better marketing outcomes. However, there are also challenges. Network analysis requires quality rational data, data that captures the connections between entities. Gathering and cleansing this data can be complex and time consuming. In conclusion, network analysis is a powerful tool in modern marketing. It gives us insight not just into what people are doing, but how they are connected. And that's often where the real influences lies, whether it's through identifying key influences, improving referral programs, or stopping customer churn before it spreads. This approach adds a strategic layer to decision making. Thank you.